Have you ever considered what happens to your valuable digital information once it is saved? We often focus on securing data as it travels across networks, but what about the data that is simply sitting still, patiently waiting on a server or in storage? This often overlooked aspect of data security is absolutely crucial for protecting sensitive information. The direct answer is that virtually all persistent data deemed sensitive or regulated requires encryption at rest. This includes, but is not limited to, personally identifiable information, financial records, protected health information, intellectual property, and credentials. If data holds value or could cause harm if exposed, it needs encryption when stored. The core reason behind encrypting data at rest stems from the principle of defense in depth and the imperative to mitigate risk. Encryption at rest provides a critical layer of protection against unauthorized access to storage media, even if physical security measures fail or are bypassed. Consider data classification. Organizations typically categorize data based on its sensitivity and regulatory requirements. For instance, data subject to regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA, or the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, or PCI-DSS, almost always mandates encryption. This is because these regulations aim to protect individuals from privacy breaches and financial harm, making encryption a foundational control. To effectively determine what data needs encryption, organizations should implement a robust data classification policy. This policy involves identifying, cataloging, and labeling all data based on its content, context, and potential impact if compromised. Once data is classified as sensitive, the next step is to ensure that appropriate encryption mechanisms are applied to it wherever it resides, whether it is in databases, file systems, or object storage. This systematic approach helps in consistently applying security controls according to the data's inherent value and risk profile. A key concept here is that encryption at rest complements encryption in transit, providing a comprehensive data protection strategy. Think of it this way: encryption in transit protects data as it moves, like a secure courier service. Encryption at rest protects data when it is stationary, like a locked vault. Both are essential. Without encryption at rest, a stolen hard drive or an unpatched storage system could expose vast amounts of sensitive information to attackers, even if your network communications are perfectly secure. Ultimately, understanding which data requires encryption at rest empowers you to build more resilient and trustworthy systems. By systematically classifying data and applying robust encryption, you not only safeguard against potential breaches but also maintain compliance with critical regulatory standards, protecting both your organization and your users from significant harm. It is a proactive step that reinforces the integrity and confidentiality of your entire data ecosystem.
If this helps you code smarter, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.